The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Texans sideline, head coach DeMeco Ryans. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 20. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score at a 36-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Hey, Lion. And goal to go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that few yards to gain the first here. Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Three here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Sahara.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hunter Long, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. Mixing up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that run.
At the 26-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 26 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
It's third down.
Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kyrie Fairbairn comes on.
A 49-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they...
On the 3, right?
From the gun to give to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.